I'm going to show you a few things to help you get started in Battlefield 6. First off is the sharpness. If you lower the sharpness, this will make your game look slightly better, things will look a little smoother, and it'll give that traditional Battlefield look. Next, to optimize your game a little more, you could take off the vignette, take off the chromatic aberration, take off the film grain. This will give you an overall smoother experience. And to make things look even smoother, you could take off the camera motion bobbing. This will make it to where your screen's not moving all over the place and you'll have an overall smoother experience. And another setting that'll be helpful, go into your settings and change your reticle color and see what works best for you. I would recommend changing it to something that stands out a little more. You can change the thickness, you can change the color, find that sweet spot that allows you to easily take notice of where your reticle is on your screen. And you can also make your mini map bigger. If it's too small, you can't really see what's going on, you can actually make this larger to make it to where it's an easier viewing experience. Battlefield has huge maps, so you want to be able to constantly take a look at that map. And towards the end of the match, music tends to get a lot louder. Sometimes it could be too much and you may miss out on a kill because you just simply couldn't hear them. So make sure you turn that music volume down. I turn mine to about 35%. That's a good balance to where I can still hear it, but it's not overwhelming to where I won't hear any footsteps. And now getting into some of the key bindings, I like to change my map key binding to something a little closer. This is all personal preference. I use a mouse with extra keys, so I bind this to like num 4 and then I'll have it on my mouse. But if you can't do that, you could bind it to anything near where your left hand's going to be. The M key is way on the other side of the keyboard, and if you want to access it, you got to kind of take your hand off of the movement keys to access it. So make sure you assign it to a key that's a little closer so you're just not posted up looking at your map, making yourself an easy target. And another setting you might want to hit is the vehicle sensitivity. Usually the vehicle sensitivity is a bit slow, more specifically the aircrafts. So if you have a hard time controlling these vehicles, make sure you go into the settings and find that sweet spot for you. It will definitely help you maneuver these aircrafts and different vehicles a lot better. The sledgehammer was also introduced to Battlefield 6. This is actually a really good item that you can equip across any class. You can use this to destroy walls and a whole bunch of stuff in the game. So if you really want to play a part in the destruction, make sure you equip that sledgehammer. And something Battlefield kind of took from Call of Duty is the fact that you're able to swap your weapons right at spawn. So if you spawn in or if you respawn from a death, long as you don't move, you go to your menu and swap your loadout, you can actually spawn in with that loadout. Next, we're going to talk about the XP grind. Now, if you want to level up as quick as possible in Battlefield, you want to make sure you want to hit the daily, weekly, and universal assignments. Doing these will give you a ton of XP, and you will also need to do these to unlock certain attachments and weapons. And to tag along with this, if you want to get a lot of XP really quick, I would play the support role. Reviving people will give you a ton of XP, so if you want to level up as quick as possible, make sure you hop on the support role, get those revives. Doing all this will have you leveled up in no time. And to top it all off, the double XP you gain from assignments can actually stack, so make sure you utilize these properly so you can get the most out of your double XP. And in this Battlefield, you actually have class abilities. You'll have to earn enough XP in game to get these abilities, but make sure you utilize them properly. For example, if you use the recon class, you have access to a UAV that shows the enemies around you, and if you plan as the engineer class, you actually have a boost repair tool. This can repair your vehicles really quick, and it's very powerful, especially when it's matched with other people that are using the engineer tool. You can repair your vehicle super quick and stay in the fight. Super helpful with tanks. And we also have some class passive abilities. If you're playing the assault class, you have a faster draw time, you can capture objectives faster, and you also have a quicker combat cooldown rate. That means players can spawn on you a little quicker than any of the other classes. And if you're playing support, you have LMG proficiency. This allows you to have faster ADS and sprint time when it comes to using LMGs. Also, squad members can interact with you for health and ammo. And with the engineer class, you have SMG proficiency. You actually take less explosive damage when you're near friendly vehicles, and this will also prevent enemies from getting into your vehicles. And we also have the recon passive ability. With this, you get sniper proficiency, you can hold your breath longer, and you have reduced weapon sway. Along with this, you also have a quicker rechamber speed, and you can auto ping your enemies. This is super helpful when you're fighting at those long distances. And another thing you want to pay attention to is your sniper's sweet spot. All snipers have this. They do different damages at different ranges, and if you see someone looking at you from a distance with a sniper and their sniper glint is rainbow instead of the traditional white, that means they can one-shot you at that distance. So make sure you watch out for those rainbow sniper glints. And something else that I didn't even realize we had in the game is a crouch run. If you crouch down, you can still sprint at a slower speed, but you're still moving quicker than a traditional crouch speed. This is helpful when you want to go to a different cover space while staying low. Also, if you end up getting downed, you can actually look at the bottom and see the distances that each of your teammates are at. This will let you know if someone's close enough to revive you. If you want some more Battlefield 6 tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you like this video by hitting that like button down below. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.